All right, everybody, the vicious cycle of visceral fat. Most people think fat is just a body image problem, but here's the truth. Visceral fat, the fat that wraps around your organs, isn't just hurting your health. It's destroying your energy, your focus, and even your income. Stick with me because in the next few minutes, I'll show you how visceral fat directly affects your performance, your decision making, and ultimately your wallet. So, what is visceral fat? Not all fat is created equal. The fat under your skin, the fat you can pinch, is called subcutaneous fat. The visceral fat is deeper. It surrounds your liver, your pancreas, and your intestines. And unlike normal body fat, visceral fat is actually metabolically active. Think of it like an organ that works against you. It releases inflammatory chemicals, it messes with your hormones, and it literally changes how your body and brain perform. This is extremely important to understand because imagine you had another brain inside your body trying to prevent you from achieving your goals. It sounds scary, doesn't it? People should be more alarmed than they are about gaining visceral fat. So you might ask yourself, how does visceral fat affect performance? Here's why visceral fat makes you poor. Number one, energy drain. It increases chronic inflammation, which leaves you tired, sluggish, and unmotivated. Ever wonder why you're drinking endless cups of coffee or energy drinks? Maybe you have energy drain due to too much visceral fat. It's an endless cycle that will leave you burnt out. You gain visceral fat, binge on energy drinks and caffeine, which increase cortisol, which in turn make you gain more visceral fat. Number two, brain fog. Visceral fat increases insulin resistance, reducing brain fuel and causing poor focus and creativity. Again, another vicious cycle. You gain visceral fat, which increases insulin resistance, which in turn makes you gain more visceral fat. Remember, visceral fat isn't just fat, it's an organ that works against you. Number three, stress hormones. It spikes cortisol, keeping you anxious and impulsive. The spike in cortisol will wear you out, making you turn to more caffeine and energy drinks. I have this problem myself, and until I identified the root cause, I was baffled as to why I was constantly tired. Number four, sleep disruption. Linked with poor sleep quality and apnea, draining recovery and productivity. Visceral fat is something you don't want in your body working against you. Good sleep is key to making money. Top performers such as Jeff Bezos will tell you the value of sleep. You spend a third of your life sleeping, and quality dictates a lot of your life outcomes. So again, you might ask yourself, what's the money connection here? Think about this. The economy rewards people who bring energy, focus, and creativity to the table. But if visceral fat is draining your energy and crippling your brain performance, you're literally leaving money on the table. Studies show that people with obesity and high visceral fat levels have higher healthcare costs, more sick days, and lower overall earning potential. It's not just about looks, it's about the value you can bring to your career or business. Think back to my first video about how to go from 0 to 100K. Those Navy SEALs that became millionaires certainly aren't carrying a lot of visceral fat on them. Again, it's an organ inside your body working against the millions you deeply desire to obtain. How can you be passionate, productive, and manifest abundance and success with an organ inside your body working against your goals? So that comes to the question, is there a way to fix this? The good news, there is a way to reverse this. Visceral fat is highly responsive to lifestyle changes. Number one, work on nutrition. Cut processed carbs and sugar. Eat quality protein and supplement fiber if you need to help burn away that visceral fat. Number two, exercise. Strength training and high intensity interval training burn visceral fat efficiently. But if you're not willing to work out hard, start with 15,000 steps a day and combine this with a strict diet to help you burn visceral fat. Number three, good sleep. 7 to 8 hours lowers cortisol and balances metabolism. Again, every high performer will tell you the importance of sleep. I gave up sleep to make it from 0 to 6 figures, and most people would argue it wasn't worth the cost. I certainly saw an increase in visceral fat during this time. Eventually, it led me to where I am now, the destructive cycle of excessive caffeine intake, which I'm currently working to fix, which is why I'm making this video. Number 4, stress management, meditation, and breath work are all beneficial. We'll go into this in later videos about how this can pad your wallet. Work on outdoor walks, which lower stress and fat gain. Even losing just 10% of your body fat can dramatically improve focus, confidence, and energy. So, if you've been grinding but feel like you're stuck, ask yourself, is visceral fat holding you back? Your body is your first business. Fix your health and the money will follow. Drop a comment below if you're ready to start reducing visceral fat and unlocking your full potential. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.